Wednesday morning, and welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where we are getting ready for more events to add to your calendar. This one coming from the Parenting Company. It's their Family Fun Market happening on November 25th at the Lions Cultural Center. And to tell us more about it, the founder of the Parent Company, Mrs. Darcelle Dumas Walker, joins us on the Now Morning Show. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
I am very honored to do so, not just because you've come with guests of your own, but because the Parenting Company is a social enterprise that lends support to parenting, and we absolutely need it. So tell me, before we get into the event, a little bit as to the genesis, if you will, of the Parenting Company.
So when I had my firstborn quite a few years ago, I was fortunate enough to be able to access prenatal classes in advance of the pregnancy. So I was able to learn not just about how to, eat healthy, but I got more in-depth preparation and understanding in terms of what to expect during labor as well. And so even if you had a natural C-section, you can expect it, a natural birth, you can expect it to be, one way. But if by chance you did need to have a C-section, an emergency C-section, it would be a different environment. My first pregnancy did turn into an emergency C-section, which I was most afraid of. But because I did, in fact, two similar courses, one that was mandatory at the hospital because I had my first child in the UK, and another one we did optionally, my husband and I, it helped me so that in that crisis moment, for lack of a better description, I didn't freak out. And then after having my daughter, there were so many opportunities of different things I could have done with my daughter. And then moving back to Trinidad, I found there really is a gap. And I want other first-time parents especially to have that insight so that they would also feel better prepared when they're pregnant the first time around. I had a dad call me once, and he's just said, I just found out, my partner's pregnant, and I don't know what to do. And so I'm really happy, and I hope that we can continue to reach out to more parents. We have another prenatal cycle starting soon, which we're calling Bump to Baby. So any parents, whether it's your first time or like me, it's your first time after a bit of a gap, please get in touch with us on our Instagram, Parenting Company TT, or our website, parentingcompanytt.com, because then you could definitely sign up. We want to start by end of November or early December.
All right. Now, Darcelle, what you're describing then sounds ultimately like support for not just the pregnant party, but the other partner as well.
Exactly.
Prior to the actual or leading up to the delivery of a baby.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Every single session, we have a segment for the father or the key support person as well, so that whoever mommy has as that key support person will also know how to help calm her down. We touch on different exercises they can do. And these prenatal sessions are led by very experienced midwives. Our lead, she's actually had experience in the UK and Trinidad as well. Another area we do to support parents are parenting workshops. Those we always partner with psychologists to lead those sessions. And we've been fortunate to do a few for the Ministry of Social Development, and I hope that we can do more for them and with them, but particularly the prenatal classes. That I think is the biggest passion, is to really help those other first-time parents, or if you need a refresher course, like I am sure I do right now.
You say this refresher, but it leads me to ask then, beyond the prenatal care, the Parenting Company, because parenting continues throughout a child's life, ultimately will be able to support the parents throughout,
yes. So that's why we have the Bump to Baby, which is the prenatal. Then we have Toddler Know-How, so that goes a bit in-depth into when the baby is born, how do you care for the umbilical cord, changing diapers, sleep. We also look at mommy because there's postpartum depression, and other things, but the more serious situations, we try and give the parents awareness. You don't need to go too in-depth, but at least so they would know what signs to look for if, anything.
Important stuff.
Exactly.
Important stuff. So it sounds like you guys have your hands full throughout the year. But this time around, we are going to the Lions Cultural Center on the 25th, specifically to have a family fun market.
Exactly.
Describe to me then, what is the goal of the market? Because we know it's Christmas. We're never going to be shopping. What makes this one different?
So the key difference is that our family fun market is for families to have fun together. So the tagline with the parenting company is fostering family fun. And so that's why we do the more developmental aspect by sharing knowledge with the parents, prenatal, postnatal. We do baby massage as well. But then we want to create those opportunities for the families to have fun memories together and experiences. So at the Lions Cultural Center, yes, we have almost 50 vendors registered for the day. A lot of them will have great toys, books. We have puppets, books by local authors as well.
Beautiful.
So they're going to have a lot of items in terms of family gifts, but also for the parents. We have plants, we have perfumes. But the real fun thing is that not only the children have fun, the parents do as well.
How so?
We had a market as well in July, and if you follow my social media, you'll see I have a video, one that I'm promoting now, is with an uncle who's dancing with Santa Claus. We also had parents. One of the fun things we do too, you can learn to walk like a mukajambi, walk on stilts.
Beautiful.
Yes, so 1,000 mukos, they come and support us, and so they teach children for a small fee, of course, but entry is free to the event. But we have Cast the Illusionist as well going to be there, face painting, a bouncy castle and play zone.
I'm there. Bouncy castle, you had me at bouncy castle.
Exactly. Games, it's really so much fun. And honestly, because of baby number 2, I really thought really hard before doing this market again.
Right.
But some vendors asked me, are you going to do it? And then a little girl in my neighborhood, she saw me, Auntie, when are you going to do another market?
Oh, that was
so,
it. That's
yeah, I think people want it. And of course, from the business perspective, to keep the momentum going, I should not skip. So I did it, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy we did.
Now, you mentioned almost 50 vendors.
Yeah.
Does that mean that there is still room for it to be 50 and beyond in terms of registering if you have a business?
So, yes, we do have space, fortunately. That's one of the things I love about the Lions Cultural Center, is that there is quite a lot of space, so I can hold more vendors. But if you are interested, please get in touch ASAP, because the event is this Saturday, and of course I will need to then book more tables and chairs, and we've done a floor plan already, so we will need to accommodate you, but we will try our best.
And in terms of the actual event, we've got the activities down pat. We know the times.
So it's 9 to 5. Again, I would recommend you follow at Parenting Company TT on TikTok or Instagram, or visit our website, because we will be posting the schedule of events so parents know specifically. If you want to see Cast the Illusionist, you can come around 1 p.m. If you want to come for face painting, it's going to be from 11 a.m. So it's, that way they can plan their days to shop and have fun.
We know we need to manage our time when we have the kids with us as well.
Yes.
And generally making sure that we make the most out of what is a very dynamic market.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to go back a little bit in terms of the parenting company itself.
Sure.
Because this one is very much in time for the Christmas season. Tell me a little bit as to what is on the calendar of events beyond this market.
Well, beyond this market, our next focus, like I mentioned, end of November, we really want to start the next cycle for the Bump to Baby group. That's going back to the educational knowledge sharing aspect. Part of it is the reality that babies come on a timeline, and so myself included, we have a few moms that are going to be due in first quarter of next year. So we want to make sure we have time to cover the Bump to Baby, which is the prenatal, the postnatal segment before babies are born. So that's the very next thing we have lined up. And then so after those cycles, by about March, we will then have like a baby massage cycle. Yeah. Again, bonding that, parent-child touch, yes.
Of course, my brain went into massage for myself.
No,
but never mind, that makes more sense.
Yes.
So in that case, we have a lot on the calendar, and I wonder how you do it. In terms of being pregnant yourself and being able to manage these sorts of events, tell me a little bit about the support system and how we, pregnant and non-pregnant Trinidad and Tobago, can give you and the parenting company support.
Oh, that's a great question. And honestly, like every pregnant person, and then, recently delivered mom, it is difficult. The fatigue that hits me, next level. So it has been a struggle, but again, I tell myself even last night, trying to reply to some vendors and make sure everybody has the electrical outlets who needs it. Literally, I have to tell myself one day at a time. So I think it's just trying not to be overwhelmed, just the very next step, one day at a time, gets me through it. And sometimes you're just wiped out, especially when you're pregnant. You just have to sleep. You have to sleep. I don't have a choice. I literally pass out.
You have to sleep. That's how it is.
So taking it one step at a time, trying to be, and this is one of the things we try and teach our parents in classes, we need to be gentle with ourselves as well on this pregnancy journey, because our body is doing, it's making another body.
Yep. I never can underscore that enough. You're making a whole other person.
Correct. And that is one thing I saw online once, you know, when you think, oh, what did I get done today? You might have made an organ. You know, you might have developed you know, something important in there.
Absolutely.
So be kind to ourselves as parents. No parent is perfect. We try our best. We make mistakes. It's good to apologize to our kids when we do make mistakes. And then, again, try to be better ourselves. And in terms of support, my husband, thank God, he helps me a lot, especially with the market. More at the end is where I get the key support. He tells everybody he knows, which I really appreciate. And then, you know, family, friends, it really helps to have. Yesterday I visited a cousin of mine, and it was nice to just relax. I wanted to be there only 30 minutes. Turned into a bit more, but it was nice to have that downtime.
It's necessary. It's necessary, especially ahead of what will be an incredible Saturday event.
Thank you so much.
So we're heading down to the Lions Cultural Center at the, well, that's
Woodbrook. In Woodbrook.
I almost said St. James.
Nope.
Lions Cultural Center in Woodbrook on the 25th of November as we get ready for the Parenting Company's Family Fun Market. Now, I have one last question for you as we get ready to send people off to that market, because you did mention that you guys are present on social media and that there will be visuals of the happenings of the day, even the schedule that we can follow. Will we be looking forward to getting some tips and some support from the Parenting Company through social media, or should we go to our site?
Well, one of the fun things you're doing, again, you know, try and bring parenting, you know, the fun side of it, on our TikTok and Instagram page right now. We are posting a few clips from parents from our Christmas market last year. And so it's quite nice and funny. One of the things, you know, the question was, what is one of your most prominent memories of being a parent? And the mom said, when she received a picture of poop the very first time in a potty, you know, and she said, yeah, that was strange, but you know, it's something that's a landmark developmental stage. So we are sharing some of those unique parenting insights right now. Again, just trying to keep it more fun at this point in time, but you can see those videos on our TikTok and Instagram pages.
Right. And if we wanted to become a part of that community, is there any sort of registration, any sort of main page we go to?
Just follow our page. That's how you know for sure what we're doing next. But at the Family Fun Market, we do take email registration as well, so that we can email you specifically when we do have various events coming up.
Right. Well, Darcelle, this has been an absolute pleasure, not just because the event is sounding exciting and incredible on Saturday, but also because beyond that, you continue to support parents, and we can all use some support.
Yes.
So guys, we remind you to head on down to the free events happening this Saturday at the Lions Cultural Center, the Parenting Company's Family Fun Market, getting you ready for the Christmas season and beyond. And of course, you can join them online via social media and their websites to make sure that you get the support you need. Thanks again to the founder of the Parenting Company, Darcelle Dumas Walker, for joining us this morning. And I wish you success on Saturday.
Thank you.
And a very easy delivery and pregnancy next quarter.
Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show.
An absolute pleasure. Guys, we are in the Christmas spirit. Up next, we have the Marionettes here on the Now Morning Show.